fling and in, and fling and in, and fling. Oh, matron, take them away.
We interrupt the film you were just watching to give you breaking news. Now, as we know, the war in the Ukraine is terrible, but fortunately, one man knows how to stop it. We go now to a special report from Kentucky.
And the little red sign says, "We are live, we are live, we are live," and it is so. 4:53 Eastern Standard Time, United States. And we are up at this very early morning to inform you that I know how to stop the so-called Ukraine war. Now, we know that the Ukraine war is not a war. It's not even a damn police action, really. The Russians just went in there to shut down the biolabs, secure the election servers from 2016 and 2020, and then get rescue the Russian-speaking people, indigenous people that were there, and then get the fuck out. That's it. That's all they want. The problem is, though, is that the Biden administration is exacerbating the issue and inflaming the issue by supporting the Ukraine's puppet regime, which is exactly what it is. The Ukraine. Let's be abundantly clear. If by now you don't know that the head of the Ukraine is actually an actor, a comedian, even. It's not, he's not even a real politician, let alone the head of Ukraine. He's literally an actor. Remember in one of the Iron Man movies where they find the Mandalorian. And when they find the Mandalorian, what do they find out? Or I think it was called was it Mandalorian or Mandrake or something? Anyway, when they find this evil guy, what do they find in the Iron Man movie? They find out that he's actually just an actor playing a role, playing a part. He's not even a real dude. Okay, so the whole damn thing was a joke. And it's like the Ukraine situation. The whole damn thing is a joke. It's a ruse. It's a puppet regime of the New World Order of Klaus Schwab and George Soros and all them cats, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Morgans, Carnegies, Warburgs, Vanderbilts, etc. Okay, it's all a ruse. And so the problem is that the Biden administration is the one that's actually keeping this going. They're the one, and now the Biden administration has done what again? Oh yeah, we got to give them another $44 billion of our money. Now remember, folks, we have this on record. Okay, this is not a figment of my imagination. We have this on record. The Rockefellers have come out in support of the Ukraine. George Soros has come out in support of the Ukraine. Klaus Schwab has come out in support of the Ukraine. The UN has come out in support of the Ukraine. All of the New World Order motherfuckers have all come out in support of the Ukraine. Okay, so in other words, the richest people on the planet are supporting the Ukraine. So why the fuck do you need my tax dollars to fund the Ukraine when the richest people on earth are saying they support the Ukraine? Let them dig into their deep pockets and draw out their money instead of using my tax dollars. But yeah, supposedly I think it's either 33 or 44. I can't remember which, but just an ungodly amount of more money, of our money, going to a puppet regime of the fucking Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Absolutely unnecessary. Totally and completely unnecessary. And it's being done because the Biden administration is taking its marching orders from China? No, not from China. From the New World Order. From the New World Order. And so Our puppet president, our shadow president, better term, our shadow president, Lord Obama, is getting his marching orders directly from the New World Order. If you think Biden is president of the United States, I've got a bridge on the moon I want to sell you. Obviously, those videos that we saw made it abundantly clear that Biden is not the president of the United States, that Obama is the president of the United States. He's what you would call a shadow president. He's not out there in front, he's behind the scenes, but he is the president of the United States. Now you say, well, Vaughn, what in the world videos are you talking about? Oh, I'm glad you asked. We're going to go look at them right now. All right. If those videos don't make it abundantly clear that Obama is the president of the United States, I don't know what will. Okay, so yeah, we have a shadow president through Obama, who isn't even an American, we now know, because his brother outed him, the ambassador to Kenya outed him, his grandmother outs him, and then suddenly his grandma ends up dead. What a coincidence that is, right, guys? What a coincidence that is. Yeah, his grandmother outs him, says, yeah, man, he wasn't born in Hawaii. That's a goddamn lie. He's born in fucking Kenya. Here's where his gravesite is, and all this, all this information about, and then she ends up dead. Well, imagine that. And that's something. I'm sure that's all a coincidence, right, guys? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's just a big coincidence, right? But then more recently, the ambassador to Kenya and his own brother has outed him and as being born in Kenya. So for all you people that used to bitch about us birthers and we're dumb and we're stupid and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Well, surprise, surprise, bitch. We ended up being right. He was born in Kenya. He was never born in Hawaii. How do you get born in two hospitals any damn way? I mean, both hospitals in Hawaii were claiming that he was born there. That's impossible, okay? You can't be born in two hospitals at the same time. No, you cannot. It's medically impossible, I assure you. Okay, so, no, it's all bullshit. Then they put that fake-ass birth certificate up there, which everybody knew was a total sham. Joe Arpaio's posse grabs a copy of it and totally rips it apart. Says, hey, man, look at all these fucking layers in Photoshop. This thing's fake. But not only that, it wasn't even a real document to begin with, because a 1960s birth certificate doesn't look like that. Okay, they had a modern birth certificate posted, and a 1960s birth certificate doesn't have all that fancy shit around it, and it's not all well done and everything. It's basically a piece of paper with a bunch of scribbling on it, really. But it ain't nothing fancy. I know I have a 1960s birth certificate. Okay, it's not anything fancy. All right, so yeah, it wasn't even a real birth certificate. But anyway, us so-called birthers ended up being 100% right about this clown. He's not an American. And you know what the sad part is? The sad part is now that he gets to live on your dime as a millionaire in a mansion. Free Secret Service for life. Excuse me. And he does it on your dime. See, he should. See, if we had real justice. See, that's the thing. If we had real justice in this country, Obama would be stripped of all of his titles. He would be stripped of his Secret Service. He would be stripped of all of his property and wealth, and he would be sent back to Kenya or to Indonesia, one or the other. Isn't it interesting that the very building that was hit by so-called terrorists in Indonesia just happened to be that same building that had all the documentation pertaining to Obama? But I'm sure that's all just a coincidence too, right? That's a coincidence also? Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. I got hairy legs. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ on a pogo stick, help us all. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. And it's such an obvious sham that even the hardened leftist by now has to be like, man, fuck this. But that's all a plan of the gods. You know, the plan of the gods is to get even the most hardened leftist and liberal in this country to scream uncle. And then once that occurs, then the gods will be like, okay, you know, everything's going to be back to normal now. Now, when that is, I don't know. That could go on for a while yet. But for one thing's for sure, the gods are not going to let go until every liberal and leftist in this country screams uncle. Period. End of story. It isn't going to be up to a man. It isn't going to be up to a regime or to anyone. It's up to the gods themselves. They will dictate what happens and how things happen. And that's just the way it is. Sorry. Now, on to Ukraine, though. How do we stop this Ukraine war fucking right now, fucking today? How do we do that? Okay, it's real simple. First of all, the U.S. gets completely out of the fucking way. They don't have anything to do with Ukraine. The media is to shut the fuck up. Any media person talking about the Ukraine is to be immediately arrested. Because obviously they're working against the interest of the United States at that point. So we got to arrest their fucking ass. All talk about the Ukraine is to cease. All activity from the United States was to cease. Russia goes in there and liberates all the Russian-speaking Ukrainians that want to get the fuck out because the Ukraine government has been torturing them, literally in some cases. And so Russia needs to go in there and get those people out. But more importantly, the reason why this is ongoing is because Russia needs those servers. They need the servers from the 2016 election, and they need the servers from the 2020 election. And we could end this shit today if the Biden administration will simply tell us where those damn servers are. Because the Biden administration knows where those servers are. They know right where they're at. And so we can end this today. Literally, we can literally end this Ukraine conflict, because it's not a war, it's a conflict. We can end this shit today. All you got to do is tell the Russians where the fuck the servers are, the servers from 2016 and 2020, because they're in the Ukraine, folks. I know how crazy that's. Well, Von Helden, why in the fuck is our political servers doing in the fucking Ukraine? Well, that's a damn good question. But the fact is, they're in the Ukraine. Yes, they fucking are. And this whole conflict can end by simply telling the Russians where the servers are. Now you say, well, why do the Russians give two fucks? Because the fact is, if you'll recall, for the 2016 and the 2020 election, all we heard, all fucking 4 years that Trump was in office, and even beyond, even today, what do we hear? Oh, the Russians. The Russians want those servers, and they want them yesterday, because those servers clear their name. Because I assure you, once they get them servers in their possession, they're going to be exposing all kinds of cool shit. And see, that's why the Biden administration won't tell the Russians where the servers are. Because the servers will tell them that the election was stolen. The servers will tell them. The 2016 servers will tell them that Trump won the election fair and square. And the 2020 servers will tell them that Trump won that election as well. That's what the servers will tell them in that regard. But it also tells them Hillary Clinton's involvement in this whole fracas by trying to goad the Russians into getting involved in the first damn place and false accusing the Russians. And so they want this information. They want the fucking servers. And so the Biden administration needs to cough up them servers, what the location of them, tell them where they are. The Russians go in, they get the servers, they get all the Russian-speaking Ukrainians out the AO, and they pull the fuck out. Simple as that. We can end this fucker today by simply telling the Russians where those servers are, the 2016 servers and the 2020 servers. That's it. We can end it today. It can be over today. The Ukraine conflict can end today by the Biden administration simply telling them where them damn servers are. Piece of cake. Literally a piece of cake. Now, the question is the Biden administration going to tell them where the servers are? Oh, fuck no. They ain't going to tell them. And Ukraine ain't going to tell them. And so there we are. There we are. And so that's the problem. That's the problem that we're having right now. You know, and that is a problem. That is a big problem. And unfortunately, I don't know what to tell you. The only thing I know to tell you is that it needs to come to a screeching halt. And the Biden administration giving yet more money to Ukraine. Basically, they're giving the money. They're not even giving the money to Ukraine. They're giving the money to fucking New World Order, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. They're not even giving the money to Ukraine. You think that money, the Biden administration themselves is like, where is our weapons? Where are weapons going? Okay, well, if you don't know where the fuck your weapons are, and you don't know who they're going to, I give you two guesses. They're going to the New World Order to start some kind of fucking conflict elsewhere in the world. Guaranteed. Guaranteed that's what's happening to them. So... But isn't it nice now that, we conspiracy theorists have once again been proven absolutely 100% fucking right? Isn't that great? I mean, don't get me wrong. Any loss of life is tragic. Let's not be stupid here. But the thing of it is that we were proven right. And the thing of it is, if people had listened to us before all of this shit, would there even be a loss of life? No, there wouldn't have. So the loss of life isn't our fault. The loss of life is from nobody listening to what we had to say. But yes, we could end the Ukraine conflict, because I'm not going to call it a war, because that's bullshit. But we could end the Ukraine conflict right now. All the Biden administration has to do is tell the Russians where them servers are. The 2016 servers and the 2020 servers. That's all they got to do. That's all they got to do. And then get the fuck out the way. And the Russians go in there. They get servers. They get all the Russian-speaking Ukrainians out of there. And everybody's happy. Okay? It ends. It literally can end today by simply doing that one little thing. Now, is the Biden administration going to do it? Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. No, they're not. Absolutely not. I mean, it would be nice if they would, but they're not going to. No, no, they're not going to do that, and it's unfortunate. But yeah, they're not. They're just not going to do that shit. Sadly. But I mean, I know people were probably expecting some grandiose thing, but no, it really is that simple. The Biden administration just tells the Russians where the servers are. And that is exactly 30 minutes. And you all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.